Hello fellow doll lovers, it's Janie. Welcome to another video on my channel. This is going to be the third installment of my Barbie doll collection video. This is going to be 2006 to 2010. So I have quite a few dolls again. I have around the same amount, maybe a little bit more as the last two. And I'm going to do it in two parts this time because I am smart, and only after two videos did I realize that I had to split it up into two parts because an hour-and-a-half video is going to be a little too long and tedious for you guys. So this will be broken up into two parts of the video, but the whole thing in general is 2006 to 2010. But I am very excited. A lot of these dolls are ones that I've had for a while. Yeah, they're not all quite ones that I just recently started getting into, like the older ones, but we're starting to get into the newer ones now, which means I probably had them for longer, which doesn't really make much sense because if they were older, you think I'd have them longer, but I liked newer dolls. But before I get started, I just want to say that, like all of the other ones, these dolls mean a lot to me. They all have their own story. So please don't ask me if you can trade or if I will sell them to you or if they're up for donate, because they're all part of my big doll collection family and I really would not want to have to get rid of one. Like I said in my other videos, if you guys want to do a trade, then you can suggest it over a doll that I have already mentioned that I'm probably not going to be keeping, instead of ones I actually have in my collection. So like thrift store hauls and stuff like that would be a good place to look for trades. But without further ado, let us get into this video. Alright, so as usual, I'm going to do a quick pan around the room. So you can see all the dolls that I have in my collection. It's quite a large collection from this era of dolls, if I do say so myself. Sorry, that is my ladder to go to my bed. I'll move that when I get over to the dolls. But yeah, so that is the pan. I do have quite a few more. They're sort of spilling over onto each other, but they're all pretty tightly crammed. I can't really get them any more tightly together, but I was able to barely fit them all, so that's good. So, these first three Barbies aren't even technically supposed to be in this video because they are from 2005 and the starting point for this video is 2006, but I identified them and they didn't get to be in the last video, so I figured I'd just stick them in. So these three Barbies right here are from 2005 and supposed to be in the other video, but I had not identified them yet, and now that I did, I included them with them. So, the first two are the same doll. They are 2005 Fashion Fever Barbie. So, Fashion Fever Barbies are a pain in the butt to identify. There's so many of them, and they all start to look the same, and there also aren't very many good pictures online, so identifying them is a big pain in the butt. But they are very, very cool looking. I got them both around the same time, actually. I got that one at a thrift store in Wisconsin, and I got that one also at a thrift store in Wisconsin, but like, I think a few months apart. And they're super cool looking. Neither of them are in their original outfits, but I both think that they look really good in what they're in. So yeah, they're pretty cute, and they are one of my favorite dolls in my collection because I do love these Fashion Fever Barbie face molds. I think they're super pretty. And the next doll is 2005. Okay, so this doll is kind of confusing. Apparently the same doll comes with two different things. So she's either What a Weekend Barbie, and there are no pictures of her online at all. What a Weekend Barbie, or City Pretty Townhouse Barbie. So apparently she's also the Barbie that comes with this townhouse, and apparently that's a rare thing, but finding pictures of her was pretty much impossible. I'm lucky that I was able to identify her from these amazing people on a Facebook group that I've joined. They help me identify a lot of my dolls. I post a picture and then they help me do that if I can't do it myself. I generally try and identify them myself before I go ahead and do that. Because I don't want to make them go looking and identifying dolls if I'm already able to identify it pretty easily. But yeah, so she's apparently part of two different things. She's really cool. I've had her for like 2 or 3 years. I don't exactly remember where I got her. I believe I got her in Wisconsin. I got a lot of my dolls from there because that's mostly when I go thrift store shopping. And I really like the outfit I gave her. This isn't her original outfit, but I think it matches her sort of vibe really well. She's super pretty. I love her red hair. And the next doll is officially the start of the 2006 through 2010 YouTube video. It is 2006 TMX Tickle Me Elmo Barbie. So she is in her full outfit, as you can see. She even comes with her purse. I'm going to try and go ahead and move the camera really quick. So she even comes with her purse, but I do not have her purse at the moment. I have it in storage so that it doesn't get lost. Actually, never mind. I have it right here. So she came with pretty much everything. I got her at USA Thrift. She's pretty freaking amazing. I love her a lot. She is super cool looking. I did braid her hair. I gave her Dutch braids that went into pigtails, so I didn't braid it all the way down. I left the rest of it long because she had really nice hair. And she is super cool. I love her freckles, and I love all the detail that's in her outfit. And when I was little, I did love Sesame Street, so yeah, that's pretty cool. The next doll, I believe, I could be wrong because it was really hard to find pictures of this doll. I believe that she is Barbie chic. So she's one of those like budget, like normal dolls, kind of like City Style and stuff like that, where they made a bunch of them and they're, you know, they're just the doll by themselves and like minimal accessories and stuff. And it's really hard to find pictures of them too. But I think she's Barbie, one of the Barbie chic dolls. And I've had her for quite some time. I've had her for at least 4 years. I need to redo her hair because she hasn't been cleaned properly. After I get done with this video, I go through and I like clean all the dolls that need to be touched up a little bit. And I know that this group is going to have a lot of them to do because a lot of these dolls I've had for quite some time and I didn't really know how to clean dolls properly when I was younger. So it'll be okay though. I'm excited to make them all look their best, but she is super cool. She's got gray eyes and I love this outfit that I gave her. It matches her eyes and her lips perfectly and she kind of looks like she's going to work. Her outfit and her face kind of reminds me of Pam from The Office. I know she doesn't have the right hair or eye color, but just the sort of vibe that she, you know, and the clothes that she's wearing kind of reminds me of her. But the next doll is the Barbie Diaries Courtney from the movie The Barbie Diaries. I would love to have the other dolls from that movie. She is so pretty. I'm going to move her down. She was actually in one of my earlier makeover videos. She was so dirty and so not cute when I got her, but I loved her eyes and her hair. And I fixed her up, and she's one of my favorite dolls now. She is so beautiful. I love her a lot. She's got such bright green eyes, and the outfit that I gave her still looks really good to me. Her shoes have been changed like 3 or 4 times, but I love her a lot. I love her. I gave her a little rainbow loom band around her neck as like a choker, and I just think it accents the whole outfit, and she's just so pretty. So the next doll, okay, these dolls, the next two are either from 2006 or 2007. It's really hard to tell, but so actually the Pom Pom Diva Twirl Girls, she's been body swapped. I gave her a custom. This one is in her original outfit, but they're cheerleaders and they come with like a mechanism on the back and they do all this fun stuff. And I got them at different times. And it's funny because I didn't know that they went together, but I got them at completely different times. But I've had them for a long time. I don't remember where I've got them, but I've had them both for at least 5 or 6 years. So I've had these dolls for quite some time. And I got this fashion pack when I got it brand new, which was quite a few years ago, and I had that doll about a year before that. So they're pretty old additions to my collection, but they're both my favorites, and she is actually wearing Barbie style Grace's top, and I love the Barbie style dolls. I really wish that I was able to get them before they got so expensive, but that is, you know, besides the point. They both are very cool looking. I love that they have the sparkly eyeshadow and the sparkly lips, and she is just so beautiful. If I do say so myself, I love her bright green eyes and her red hair. And the next two dolls is 2006 Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princess Genevieve and the African American variant. I have their hair done not in the hairstyle that they came with originally, but the hairstyle that they wear in the movie. So I really like the way I did that so that they look more movie accurate. And they're both really pretty. Actually, this one just got restored in time for this video. I fixed her up last night. So she made it in the nick of time. But they are both very, very beautiful. The 12 Dancing Princesses dolls have sort of a special place in my heart. And she is just so beautiful. The blonde one, I got her like 2 years ago, I believe. And then I got this one at USA Thrift, I think. I could be wrong. A lot of you guys probably remember these dolls from thrift store videos better than I do, but they both have their outfits. Her shoes are broken and she doesn't have any shoes, but they are both wearing their outfits at least, which is a plus. And I love their sparkly eyeshadow. They're just super beautiful, and I do love the green eyes, even though in the movie she does not have green eyes. But that's besides the point. They're both very beautiful, and I appreciate them both a lot. And the next doll, oops, bumped the camera. That's lovely. Okay, I have to move this back a little bit because She's a big girl. This doll is 2006 12 Dancing Princesses Genevieve, but she is the big version, and she is so beautiful, and I was so lucky to get her in her dress. Sorry if the camera's shaking, I have to hold it right now because she's too tall, and she gets chopped off if I let it go. But she is gorgeous. I can't remember where I got her. I think I got her in Wisconsin at St. Vincent de Paul 2 years ago or so. Maybe 3. But she is so cool. I wonder why she has yellow shoes when the normal smaller dolls have pink. But I do love this dress that she's wearing. It's her original dress, and it's different than the smaller variants, but I really, really love it. I think that it's really beautiful, and I love the detail. This doll is just so, so beautiful, and I'm really excited to have her. The next dolls are Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princess Courtney from 2006. So she is so cool. I love her. I got her from USA Thrift, and for my birthday, my mom got me her fashion pack. Well, it's not a fashion pack, but she bought it off of eBay, and it's her whole outfit. So shoes, necklace, tiara, dress, everything. She bought it off of eBay so that I would have a complete 12 Dancing Princesses doll, because I have mentioned this in other videos, but my mom loves the 12 Dancing Princesses dolls. She loves them, and I'm hoping to get them all and then maybe someday give them all to my mom, like when I move out or whatever. But I have quite a few of them, and Courtney is so beautiful. I remember Courtney used to be one of my favorites because she liked reading in the movie. But she is so pretty. I love the blue. I actually had this doll when I was younger. I had almost all of the 12 Dancing Princess dolls when I was younger, and yeah, I got rid of them, and I feel really bad, but I have this one now, and when I had her when I was younger, she was one of my favorites. So, the next doll is 2006 12 Dancing Princesses Princess Fallon, who I got from eBay in the fall. I got her with the Hip to Be Square Barbie and the Daphne from Scooby-Doo Barbie, and she is so beautiful. Sorry, you can't see her because I have something in the way. Oops, dropped something. There we go. But she is gorgeous. Her face mold is stunning. I love this face mold. She is so beautiful, and she is not wearing her correct dress, but that is one that I had with me. So that's the one that I used because that's the one that I had. But she is so pretty. I do think that the dress matches her pretty well, even though it's not actually her dress. But I love her face mold, and she's got such large, pretty green eyes and curly hair. Her hair needs to be touched up. It's a little bit frizzy, but she is so beautiful. I was so excited when I found her. I didn't really recognize her. I thought that maybe she was a 12 Dancing Princesses doll at first, but it was a really fun surprise to have her in the lot. The next doll, well, there's 2 of them, is 2006, the 12 Dancing Princesses Princess Hadley. Now, the first one is in immaculate condition. She has her tiara, off-kilter as it may be, and her necklace and her tutu, and her hair is in the best condition. It's still in its original style, and it's shiny and it's smooth, and it is super beautiful. I have her so that I could have like a complete version in her original style, and I got her not that long ago. It was maybe about a year ago, and the Hadley next to her, also with this 2006 12 Dancing Princesses Princess Isla. I got these 2 together from a wonderful subscriber who sent me this amazing package, and she sent me these 2 together, and I kept them both exactly the way she gave them to me with their beautiful custom hairstyles, and it's so sweet of her to send them for me, and they are one of my favorite dolls in my collection. They are so dear to me. I love them so much, and I did not have a 12 Dancing Princesses Isla before this, so before she gave them to me, I only had Hadley, and she was all alone by herself. I only had this one, and now I have 2 twins plus like a complete one, so that's really good. And the next doll is Fashion Fever Summer from 2006, I believe. Like I said with the other Fashion Fever doll, Fashion Fever dolls are so hard to identify. They all kind of look the same, you know, like I said before. But wow. I believe that that is who she is. She is super pretty. I got her last year in Wisconsin in the winter, I think. And her hair was burned at the bottom, but I was still able to boil wash it and make her very beautiful. And I gave her a dress from a fashion pack that I got while I was up there. And she is very beautiful, and I like her a lot. She is super cool looking. I did the little braids crisscrossed on top of her head, and I really like the way that looks. She has a hobbit body, and I love the hobbit bodies. I think that they're super cute. It might be because I am a avid Lord of the Rings fan. I love it so much it's not even funny. But hobbit dolls, you know, they just sort of are awesome to me because of the whole Lord of the Rings fascination and obsession. But the next doll is 2006 Fashion Fever PJ from the PJ collection, and I just recently got her identified, and I did not know that that's who she was, and she is my very first PJ doll. I do not have any, but I have her customized to look sort of like a medieval princess. Now, she is super beautiful. I love her pale blue eyes, and if this dress was made in real life, I would want it so bad, because that is literally like my favorite kind of dress in the whole wide world. It is so pretty, and I did her hair so that you can't really see it, but I did her hair so she looks sort of like a medieval princess, and she is so pretty. Now, she's been body swapped a few times. I don't even know if she's on her right body, but it doesn't matter. She's just really pretty. I've had her for a very long time, almost as long as the Pom Pom Diva dolls. I've had her probably for like 5 or 6 years, probably 6. So, yeah. I don't even remember where I got her. I just remember that I am so excited to have her and that she's so beautiful. And she's one of the most unique dolls in my collection. She's my only PJ doll, so that's pretty exciting. And the doll next to her, I got at the flea market in a bin, and she was in really janky condition. She was so funny. She is 2006 Fashion Fever Hair Highlights Barbie. Now, I got her in a bin, and it had a bunch of, like, tools in it, and, like, a boy and his father were running the booth. And they obviously were trying to sell some of, like, I don't know, the guy's probably trying to sell some of his daughter's stuff. And this guy obviously did not know, and I got her for like 50 cents. And she is stunning. She's one of my favorite dolls in my collection. She's definitely one of the most unique. She has got a amazing face mold, and her eye makeup is absolutely gorgeous, and her hair boil washed out to be so silky and smooth. It is a night and day difference from what she looked like originally. And the next doll is 2006 Fashion Fever Holiday Sparkle and Shine Barbie. Now, I got her and the Teresa next to her, who's from the same line, so take a deep breath. 2006 Fashion Fever Holiday Sparkle and Shine line. I have the Barbie and the Teresa, and I got them both at the same time at USA Thrift, and I think it's amazing that they had stayed together in the warehouse, in the cardboard box this whole time, and I got to get them both together. Now, I just recently fixed this one up. She made it under the wire as well for the video, but I've had this one fixed for quite some time. I've had them both for about 3 years, so I think like the summer of 2017 or so. And they're so cool looking. I love that they have rooted eyelashes, and they've got such unique features. I love this Barbie's closed lip smile, and she's got a really cool side glance. And I love that I gave her this dress because the cat's eyes match her eyes exactly. And that, I thought that that was super cool, and I still enjoy looking at it because, like, literally the cat looks just like her. So that is really cool. And they're both very, very beautiful. I'm super excited to have them. They're some of the most unique dolls in my collection. As hard as the Fashion Fever dolls are to identify, they are some of my favorite dolls in the Barbie world to collect. I just think that they're very cool and their fashions are super nice. And speaking of Fashion Fever, we have quite a few more. We have 2006 Fashion Fever Modern Trends Barbie, and I'm going to move the camera so that you can actually see her and not actually just like take my word for it that she's there. I got her new in box, and she has had a body swap, so she's fully articulated now. I got her new in box in the summer of 2017 from the warehouse at USA Thrift, well, from the basement. I am so unbelievably sad that they closed. It's one of the saddest things in the whole world. But yes, I got that doll in box, and I got her for $1 because all of the dolls downstairs that I got and brought up were $1 a piece. So I got a Fashion Fever doll in box for $1. You know, and she is wearing her complete outfit, and she is absolutely stunning. I love her a lot. She's got tiny little braids in her hair. You can't really see it, but her hair has like a bunch of tiny little braids in it, if you can see that. And she is so beautiful. I boil washed her hair because it had a little bit of a boxed hair vibe to it, and it is so sleek and smooth, and she is so beautiful, and I love her really sweet face. And the doll next to her is 2006 Fashion Fever Modern Trends Kira. Now, I decided to keep the gold on her top because a lot of times if they have molded tops I rebody them, but I really liked it and I gave her pants that sort of like matched, and she is definitely one of my favorites. I love black haired Barbie dolls, and she has got really pretty like violet blue eyes and really sparkly eyeshadow that matches her top, and her hair boil washed out to be so smooth as Kanekalon tends to do, but she is so pretty. I got her around that same time, I believe. I got a lot of these dolls in the summer of 2017, and I believe the doll next to her, I also got from the summer of 2017, and that doll is the 2006 Fashion Fever Modern Trends Teresa. And I just recently fixed her up too. I gave her a very beautiful gold dress that matches the gold eyeshadow that she has. And I usually try and match the lipstick and eyes as well, but I really think that it makes them stand out by just matching the eyeshadow, the gold. And it makes her skin tone look so good, and she is so beautiful, and she's got such really pretty curly hair. I love her a lot. So I got all of the Fashion Fever dolls that I told you about, except for the one from the flea market. You know, so the Holiday Sparkle and Shine and the Modern Trends ones, all in the same year. We're going to move on with the video, but the next doll is 2006 I Can Be Baby Photographer Barbie. Now, I've had her for quite some time as well. I've had her for probably the same amount of time. I think I got her in the summer of 2017 at USA Thrift. And she is super sweet looking. I love the outfit that I gave her. She's actually wearing the same skirt as the Townhouse Barbie over there, and she is super pretty looking. I love her pink lips, and she's an African American variant, which I love. And the doll next to her is another I Can Be doll. It is the 2006 I Can Be Art Teacher Barbie. I got her about a year ago, last year in Wisconsin. I think it was either in the summer or in the winter. Yeah, no, it was the summer. Yep, definitely. It was the summer of 2019. And she is super cool looking. I just recently was able to identify her. Dolls with this face mold and the Hobbit bodies are a pain in the butt to identify, especially because, you know, you can't really find pictures of dolls from this era. I don't know why. I guess people were just slacking with taking pictures, but she is super cool. She's got really cool neutral eyeshadow. She's kind of in the corner though, so I'm going to move the camera over so you can see her better. Yeah, so I love the outfit I put her in. It looks like she's getting ready to go horseback riding, and I gave her a French braid, and she's just super beautiful. And the doll next to her, I got new in box in, I think, the winter of 2016 or the winter of 2017. I remember it was definitely a winter. But it is the 2006 Bob Mackie Holiday Barbie. She is so pretty. I got her new in box, and she was in one of my earlier vacation YouTube videos. A lot of these dolls are in my YouTube videos. There are some that have outlasted my channel and that have been here for longer, but it's not any of these. But they are so beautiful, and this doll is very, very extravagant. She sort of reminds me of like a Dutch-inspired doll with like those headpieces, but in the long braid, and she is so pretty. I love her sparkly makeup and her super elaborate dress. It's got this like, you know, embellishments on it with stars and gold filigree, and it's made of like a really dark green velvet, and you know, it's got fur on it. She is just so beautiful, and I haven't touched her hair. I can't bring myself to. I need to wash it because it's really, really gelled, but I can't bring myself to mess up that perfect little curl at the bottom. And the doll next to her is looking at the sky, but she needs to look at the camera so that the camera can see her beautiful face. And it is the 2006 Christmas Morning Barbie. She is super cool. I love her a lot. She needs to have some stain removal done on her forehead because she's got a little bit of a stain. And she also needs a boil wash because she's in a little bit of rough shape when I found her. But I got her, I think in the summer of 2018. I could be wrong. It might have been the summer of 2017. But I got her one of those years in Wisconsin. And she is super cute looking. I bought her because she's got a really sweet smile and red lips. And she is super cool. I just recently started getting into the older dolls at that point, and I got her, and I think she is very pretty. The next doll is 2006 Halloween Charm Barbie. Now, I got her in the big duffel of dolls that my friend gave me last fall. She's one of the many gorgeous dolls, and she wasn't even going to give this doll to me along with the other Halloween one from 2005 because they had cut hair. She was going to throw them out, and I was like, no, I can even out their haircuts, and as short as it may be, and it sort of needs to be redone because it's sticking out in funny places, just as short as it may be, I think she's adorable, and I love her, and I am very glad that she did not throw them away and she gave them to me, because she asked me, she was like, so what should I do with ones that have, like, butchered hair and, like, marks on their faces? I was just like, it's fine, like, give them all to me. And she was like, okay, and, like, the marks on the faces were something that removed in the cleaning process, just being cleaned with a scrub brush and some, you know, cleaner. And she is so beautiful. I love the orange and the purple. She's super fun. I don't have a lot of Halloween Barbies, even though my birthday is on Halloween, which is funny, but true, I don't have very many. But the doll next to her is one of my favorite dolls. I got her in the winter of 2019, and it is the 2006 Wedding Ring Sparkles Bride Barbie. So It's sort of a made-up name. It's just a, bride Barbie from 2006, but people call her the Wedding Ring Sparkles Barbie because she comes with a wedding ring that sparkles. You push a button and it, like, flashes. But she is so cool. I really love her very fair complexion and her pale lips and her pale eyes and her pale hair. She just looks like an angel, and she is so pretty. And the doll next to her is, well, there's two of them, and I don't know how the other one got body swap because I didn't do it. Dolls next to her are 2006 Tanner Barbie. I have two of them, and I got this one like 4 or 5 years ago, and she came on a different body, and it matches pretty well. So I'm wondering who body swapped her because it wasn't me, but, it's okay. She's very, very beautiful. I love her a lot. She is super neat, and they both have really cool eyes. They look like they're from an older date. Like, I thought that they would have been from, like, 2000 or, 2002. But they're from 2006, and they look, like older Barbies. But they're super cool. They've got really pretty pale green eyes. And she is in her original outfit. All she's missing is her blue vest, which she did come with, but I put it on a different doll. But she is super cool looking. And I really love both of them. I love the earlier articulated dolls, even though they get pretty loose after a little while. But the doll next to her has also been rebodied. She is 2007 My House Barbecue Summer. And she is very cool. She's got really cool, like, angular eyes. You can't really tell, but she's got really neat features. It's kind of imperceptible from the camera, but in person, she is a very unique looking doll. So, like I said, she has been body swapped, and I've had her for quite some time. I've had her for about 3 or 4 years, I believe. And her hair is so soft, guys. Her hair is so nice and soft. But I love the red hair and the green eyes. I love a lot of redheaded dolls. I think they're very, very pretty. So, the next doll is 2007 Glam Summer. This doll took me forever to identify. I thought that she was a Fashion Fever Summer because there's one that literally looks just like her except with silver eyeshadow, so I thought they were from, like, the same year, but they were, like, different versions. And no, she's from an entirely different line, and I spent hours and hours looking her up, and nobody on the Facebook group was able to identify her either, and she was part of a, lesser known one, kind of like the Barbie chic doll or the city style doll. She is Glam Summer, just that's all that she is. She doesn't come with much, just like a dress and shoes, but she is so pretty, and I bought her from USA Thrift in the summer of 2017, and she is so pretty. I said that already, but I'll say it again. And her hair is the fluffy sort of connect lawn, and it's a little bit damaged on the ends, but I can't bring myself to boil wash it out because those curls will never come back. And if I recurl it, it still won't look the same, if you guys know what I mean. But she is super pretty. She's got really sparkly pink eyeshadow and green eyes and really light strawberry blondish colored hair. It's not quite red. It's more strawberry blonde, but she is very, very pretty, as annoying as it was to try and identify her. But the doll next to her, she needs the doll stand behind her to be able to stand up. She is 2007 Barbie and Raquel Gymnastics Diva Stunt Stars. So, gymnastics dolls, I've had this doll for so long. I think I've had her for like 6 years, maybe even 7. She is so cool. I don't even really remember where I got her. I think I may have gotten her from a garage sale. I don't quite remember, but she is wearing her original outfit and her medal. Her hair was in its original style, but stupid me, when I was younger, I liked to undo everybody's hair and take off all their clothes. And I undid her really cool hairstyle, and I wasn't able to replicate it, so it's in a ponytail right now. But she is still really cool. I love her really dark lips, and that contrasts with her fair skin and her dark hair and her pale eyes. She's just a really aesthetically pleasing doll. I just think she's super cool, and I love her outfit. And her limbs are very wobbly because she's supposed to do, like, stunts in gymnastics. And she comes in a 2-pack with Barbie. That's why I said that she was the Barbie and Raquel Gymnastics Diva Stunt Stars. It's a 2-pack, and she is from the 2-pack, and that's what I have her down as, so yes. And the next doll, excuse me if I butcher this, she is 2007 Rebelled Lupita doll. So she's from some sort of show or something. She's a person from I don't know, she's some sort of person from something. I don't really know, but that's what doll she is. I know for a fact. I just don't know who she is or where she's from. But she has been body swapped as well. I got her 3 years ago. No, I think I got her. Yeah, I got her 2 years ago, at a thrift store in Texas. I don't exactly remember which one. I think it may have been a Texas thrift. But she is very cool looking. She's got a really unique face because she's supposed to look like a person. Obviously, someone named Lupita. But she is very cool. I have her on a fashionista's body. But I love her smoky eyes and her dark hair. And the outfit that I gave her, I think, matches her really, really well. She's been through a bunch of different outfits and hairstyles before I finally got one that looked good on her. But she is very, very pretty, and I'm very excited to have her. And the next doll is Fairytopia Magic of the Rainbow Alina Barbie from 2007. I got her at USA Thrift in 2017, and she is one of my favorite dolls from Barbie movies. She is on a small, short body, and she's got an adorably large head, and her molded top has an amazing detail, and she's got really cool eye makeup and elfish features. She's got pointy ears, so that's really cool. She is just a really neat doll. I love her a lot. When I saw her, I, got her immediately. She is so pretty. I love this doll. I wish that I had more from the Magic of the Rainbow line that were like this, the fairy ones that had the really detailed molded tops and the cool makeup, but she is so pretty. Next doll is 2007, the Island Princess Rosella Barbie. I don't remember where I got her. I've had her for quite some time, and I forgot that I had her, and then I found her and I fixed her up. She is going to be in a video where I do hairstyle tutorials. She is very, very pretty. She is not the one that comes with the necklace that sings. She is just the regular one. She's on a hobbit body. She's really cool. I love her big eyes. She's got really large eyes for, Barbies of this time. And I really love the costume designs for the Barbie movies of this era. They're just so pretty. And the doll next to her, she is so, so beautiful. She's one of my favorite dolls. She is 2007 Island Princess, Princess Luciana. She is so pretty. I love the purple dress, and she's got pretty strawberry blonde hair and purple eyes, and her face mold is very, very beautiful. She is also on a hobbit body. She is so cool. I tried to rebody her and give her like a custom outfit, but I put her back on her original body just because she looks so beautiful in it. And I need to redo her hair. Her hair is kind of it's really crunchy, so I need to refix her hair. But the doll next to her is, excuse me, 2007 Mariposa Reina. So she is from the Mariposa movie, and her name is Reina. It's also really hard finding the dates of the dolls from Barbie movies, so I hope that's the right date. I'm assuming it's from 2007. Finding dates for the movies are easy, but when the dolls were released, it's really hard to find what date that is. But she is really cool looking. She has a really neat face. She's got a really small face, so we've gone from Magic of the Rainbow sized head to Mariposa sized head, which is tiny. But she's got really cute small little pouty lips and pink hair and a tan skin. And I really love her molded top. The molded tops have really nice detail on them from the Barbie movies, and I like that a lot. She's very pretty. And I don't quite remember where I got her or when. Sorry, I don't really remember. Okay, so the doll next to her is 2007 Surf's Up Color Changing Diver Barbie. Now, I got her in the summer of 2018, and she is one of my favorite dolls. I think that she is absolutely gorgeous. I love her to death. She is so pretty. She does have her swimsuit on underneath, but I gave her this adorable outfit and then that hairstyle, and oh my gosh, she is so pretty. I cannot gush over her enough. She's got streaks that change hair, and she's got streaks in her hair that change color, and she has color changing swimsuit underneath, and she is so pretty. I did have the brunette version, and I was stupid and I sold her at a garage sale, but the one that I do have, the blonde, is super pretty, and I love the outfit that I put her in. And the next doll is 2007 Fashion Fever Twist and Style Barbie. I got her at USA Thrift in the summer of 2017, and she is in her original outfit, except I gave her these shoes. But she is really pretty. Her hair's kind of in her face, but she is very, very pretty. Her hair's still in its original style. Her hair is so neat. I love her so much. She is one of my favorite Fashion Fever dolls, and when I found her, I immediately picked her up just because she's also got really long hair, and I'm a sucker for dolls with long hair. She's just really pretty. And the doll next to her I got for quite some time. I had her and then I traded her with a friend, and then the friend outgrew all of her Barbies and gave them back. So I actually got some of my older dolls back from her. And it is 2007 Fashion Fever Raquel, and that doll was also a very big pain in the butt to identify. She has had some work done. I gave her a closed lip smile. She originally had an open smile, like the normal Fashion Fever dolls, but I gave her a closed lip smile. How you do that is you take an X-Acto knife and you like cut out the white part, and then you take some super glue and then you can like close her mouth together. And I really like it. I do wish I wouldn't have done it on dolls I didn't have more than one of, though, because now I don't have a regular version. And she's been body swapped on like 4 or 5 different bodies, and I finally put her back on her original body, which I luckily still had, because when I was younger I liked the idea of customizing dolls, so I body swapped all of my dolls with like fashionistas that I didn't really appreciate at the time, and then I got rid of the fashionista heads, and I did cosmetic surgery on my dolls, and I usually got rid of the bodies when I was done, which sounds really like I murdered someone. I got rid of the bodies, but I did. I didn't really keep them around, but I was lucky that I had her body on still, and I reunited her with it, and I like her a lot better in it. I think it fixes her up. It makes her look a lot better, because she looked really funny on a tall body, and also her hair was really bad, so I finally was able to fix it, and I gave her a little bun, as you can see, with the ribbon around it. The next doll is 2007 Fashion Fever Teresa, I think. I could not find this doll, and I put her on the Facebook group for someone to help me identify her, and they told me that she was the Fashion Fever Teresa, but she had been rebodied, so she is one of the ones that had come with the half-articulated top and then the bend and snap knees on the bottom. But I don't know for sure if that's correct, because I had this doll when I was younger, not this exact one, but a different one, but it was, Fashion Fever Teresa, apparently, and she was on a body like this as well, and I find it to be an incredible coincidence if, both of those dolls had been rebodied to the same type of body. But we'll just say that she's 2007 Fashion Fever Teresa. She's very cool. I really like her a lot. I had this doll when I was younger, and I was stupid, and I got rid of her. And I had these 4 dolls. I had this one, and then I had like a budget beach doll, and then I had a Mattel Belle doll from Beauty and the Beast, and then I had one more, and I can't remember which one it was. But those 4 dolls I took with me everywhere, and I remember the exact dresses that they were wearing, and oh my gosh, it was so fun. And this doll was one of the ones that I had, and I regretted getting rid of her immediately, and I began the search, and I just, I found her a little while ago, and she is so pretty, and she is in this very beautiful dress that matches her makeup and lips perfectly. I want to give her a different hairstyle, just because having it plain down doesn't really do it justice. So I think I'm going to do half up, half down. Maybe it'll make it look a little bit better. But she is so beautiful. She's got such really cool coffee brown skin and really pretty brown eyes. She's just really neat looking. And the doll next to her has also been rebodied, apparently. She is the 2007 Fashion Fever Eye to Eyelet Summer. So apparently she was also on one of those similar bodies where it had the articulated top and then the bend and snap knees on the bottom. Apparently they both have been rebodied. I don't quite remember when I got her. I think I got her at the same time as the other Fashion Fever dolls. So the summer of 2017 at USA Thrift. I think I got her at that time, and I love the dress that I have her in. Well, it's not even a dress. It's a top and then a skirt, which I put together, and it just so happens to look amazing, and they're not part of like the same thing, so it is very cool. It matches her almost perfectly. Her is kind of in her face, but she's got really pretty silver eyeshadow, and that is why I thought that the other doll, the Glam Summer, was part of the same line, because they literally look the same, except she has darker Kanekalon red hair, and she has she has darker Saran red hair, and she has lighter Kanekalon red hair, and they both have the exact same makeup, except she has silver eyeshadow and the other one had pink. So that's why I had such a hard time identifying the other one, because they do look really similar. But she is very pretty. She was pretty easy to identify, I guess, because there isn't really any other doll that looks exactly like her with the same hair and eyes and everything, except for that one. So apparently she's been rebodied, but, whatever. The next doll is 2007 Top Model Barbie. She was in one of my older terrible restoration and makeover videos, and these dolls with the Barbie basic body do not want to sit down, so they're kind of slouched over, so I apologize if you can't see them very well. Yeah, I got her at a thrift store 2 years ago or so in Texas, and I was very excited about finding her, and I did a makeover video on just her, even though she really didn't need that much work, and the video was like 4 minutes long, and it wasn't very good, but it's okay. I really love her a lot. I am lucky to have 2 top model Barbies. So the next one, moving on, is the 2007 top model hair wear summer doll. It took me forever to fix this doll up. Like, I fixed her up last year in the winter of 2019, and I got her at USA Thrift in the summer of 2017. So she had been sitting unfixed for 2 years, and she didn't even really need that much work. She kind of reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the West because she has the whole green theme, and also because she has red hair like Zelina from Once Upon a Time. So she kind of reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the West. I don't know why. She also has sort of a sleazy expression on her face. But she is very cool looking, and I like her a lot. I like the both of them. I'm very excited to have 2 top model dolls. I'm very lucky that I have an amazing collection of dolls. And the next doll is 2007 Birthstone Beauty's Miss Garnett picture. She is so pretty. I got her at USA Thrift, and I distinctly remember pulling her out. I just saw the boots, and I was really excited about the boots, and I pulled it out, and I, went, ooh, and then I saw the whole doll, and I went, ooh, Mom, look at this doll, because my mom was sitting down there with me, and she was like, wow, that doll is really pretty, and I'm like, oh, yeah, and I think she's in her original outfit, and she is so pretty, so I got her in the summer of 2017, and she is very beautiful. I am very excited to have her. I really would love to be able to collect all of the Birthstone Beauties dolls, along with the Zodiac sign dolls from my first video. That line that I would love to complete. I would kill to be able to complete the Birthstone Beauties collection. I just really love the dolls. I don't really know why. I just love that thing with like the color variants and they're all the same except different. It's just, I don't know. I love it a lot. And the doll next to her is also a Birthstone Beauty, and I've had her for at least 6 years. I've had her for a very long time. I used to pretend that she was like the queen of all of my games. Like, I had her in this red dress and she was this queen. But I fixed her and gave her a different outfit just this summer as well. And she is Birthstone Beauty's Miss Ruby. And she is very beautiful. They kind of look the same. She has lighter lips and like a lighter birthstone, and she's got darker. But other than that, they look almost the same, if I do say so myself. But they are very beautiful. I like to pretend that they're twins. But we have the 2007 Holiday Barbie. I got the blonde one at USA Thrift in the summer of 2017, and she is almost complete. She is complete. She has her earrings and her necklace and her gloves and her belt and her shoes and her little fuzzy thing, and she's in amazing condition, and I'm so excited that I have her. She is so beautiful. And the doll next to her is 2007 Holiday Barbie, the African American variant, which I got at a thrift store in the fall of 2019, so pretty recently. New in box, baby. I found this doll new in box, and she is so pretty, and I'm so excited that I have her, and she is gorgeous. She's stunning. I love her. She has everything, obviously, because I got her in box. They are 2 of my favorite dolls in my collection. And the next dolls are 2007. Okay, so it was really hard to find these dolls' names. I can only assume that this is what they are. I know that they are from 2007, and I think they're from the Holiday Themes collection of the, like, no-neck Kelly dolls. So I got them both at the same time in the same bag in, I think, last year. I think the fall of 2007, in the summer of 2019, and they are the 2007 Holiday Themes Happy Holidays Candy Cane Kelly and the 2007 Holiday Themes Halloween Party Witch Kelly is what I think. I'm going to go ahead and move this and try and hold that down so you can see them a little bit better. They both have their stuff. She is missing her shoes, but she is not. They are both very, very adorable. I love the candy cane one because red is my favorite color, and I love the red and blonde streaked hair. I think that that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. But they are both very cool. They have really nice hair. They cleaned up really nicely. I've never seen dolls like them before, so I was really excited to be able to find them. We have 2007 Ballerina Barbie. She was in one of my latest restoration and makeover videos, and she was so filthy when I got her, and she is one of my most dramatic transformations as far as from dirty to clean. She was so filthy. Her hair was so tangled and bad, and her face was so filthy, but she is so beautiful, and she looks so good now. And she was in one of my restoration videos, like I mentioned before. She is so pretty. And the doll next to her is 2008 Totally Nails Barbie. Has cut hair, unfortunately, but I still really like her. I like that she has, okay, so nothing else is pink, just her bangs. I thought that that was a little bit strange at first, but then I actually thought that that was pretty cool. She is pretty cool looking, and she is wearing a different outfit. I actually have the doll that's supposed to be wearing that outfit, like the doll that outfit comes on, but I like it better on her, and I like the outfit that the other doll's wearing better on the doll that she's wearing it on. But she is very cool looking. She's got short hair. I think that I don't know, she's kind of one of my in-between dolls where when I first bought her, I was like, okay. She was only 99 cents, so I bought her and she had cool pink hair, and now I absolutely love her, so that's pretty good. And next to her is 2008 Barbie in India, which is crazy. I did not know that she was a replica of like a vintage Barbie. I thought that she was from like 2000, 1999, maybe 2001, but she's from 2008. So she is one of the like older like replica dolls, and she is very cool looking. I got her, I believe, yeah, I got her in one of my very earliest thrift store videos, so like 3 years ago at the beginning of my channel, and she is very, very cool looking. She has everything except for her shoes. She's got her sari on, and she's got her gold necklace and her earrings, and she is a very, very beautiful doll. The doll next to her is 2008 Valentine Glam Barbie, and I got her at the same time as I got my other dolls that I got in the big duffel bag of dolls that I got from my friend, that big amazing gift that I got from my friend. She was one of the ones in there, and she has her full outfit. She had never been taken out of her outfit at all. She's in amazing condition. She has her shoes and her dress and her necklace, and I love Valentine's Day dolls because they usually come in red dresses, and red is my favorite color, so I'm very excited to have her, and I love her a lot. And the doll next to her is standing up, and I will have to tilt the camera up. It is 2008 Mariposa Magic Wings Barbie. She does have her other accessories, so her like cape thing, you know, that goes around her waist, and then her shoes. She does have those things, but I took them off because they were standing things in storage, and she needs to be redone because she's looking a little bit disheveled as of now, but she's got these big, magnificent, glorious wings that spread out so far, and she is so pretty. I got her like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to go ahead and move that down again. I got her like 3 or 4 years ago at a thrift store in Texas, and my brother cut her hair, so I had to like hide the hair. It wasn't that bad. He only cut like one strand, but she is definitely very cool. I love the Mariposa face mold. She is absolutely gorgeous, and I love the Mariposa movie too. And the doll next to her is the 2008 Mariposa Prince doll. So he's the prince from Mariposa. I don't even know if he has a name. I don't know if he does. But he is very, very handsome. I think I got him at a thrift store, not at like a flea market or garage sale. I got him at a thrift store at some point in my life. I don't exactly remember when, but I thought that he was like an elf or something because he had pointed ears, and he's a fairy. So, I mean, pretty close, but he is very, very cool, and, you know, elves, existed before fairies. Fairies derived from elvish cultures and mythologies. But that is besides the point. I do not have him in a prince outfit. I just think that the striped shirt matches his eyes wonderfully. So he's very handsome and he's very unique, and that's why I bought him. He's super cool. And the 2 dolls next to him are 2008 The Diamond Castle Singing Transforming Liana and Alexa. So you can change their dresses and they also sing. So that is a pretty cool thing. I'm going to go ahead and move. Ooh, I rhymed. Sing and thing. I'm so cringy. I'm sorry. But I got them together at the same time, I believe from USA Thrift. I got a lot of my dolls from USA Thrift. But they are very, very pretty. I like them a lot. The next doll is 2008 A Christmas Carol Eden Starling doll. I got her in one of my earliest doll vlogs going into the thrift stores. I got her new in box, and she is very beautiful. A Christmas Carol from the Barbie movies used to be one of my favorite movies, and I loved Eden's red dress always, and I'm very excited to have her. I did actually have an Eden doll when I was younger. I don't think it was this one because mine had bend and snap knees and this one has hard plastic. But I got rid of her like as an idiot along with a lot of my other dolls, and I regretted it, and I did find a different version, and she is very beautiful, and I found her in box. But she is stunning, just like in the movie. She's got the beautiful beauty mark and the green eyes and the really fair hair with the little curls. She's just really beautiful, and her dress is absolutely to die for. I would love to have that dress as well. But the doll next to her comes in a 2-pack with this doll, so these 2 dolls come together. It is the 2008 Beach Party Barbies, and I got them both the same year. I don't remember if I got them at the same thrift store. That would make sense, but I got them in the summer of 2018, I believe. And they are very cool. And I really want to find this one a better outfit. It doesn't really do her justice, but I love their sparkly makeup. They've got really cool sparkly makeup and, you know, fun colored lips. They're very cool looking. And the next doll is 2008 Beach Party Summer. I've had her for quite some time. She has been body swapped. I've had her for like 4 years, maybe 5. She has been body swapped twice. She used to be an articulated fashionista Barbie, but then I put the fashionista back on her normal body, and now she's in this budget Barbie body. But, you know, it's okay. It's better than her having those big feet and everything. And she is in a very pretty outfit that matches her perfectly. Her dress matches her eyes and her lips, which is one of my favorite things to do. And she is very pretty. I love the fact that she's got little bangs. I love dolls with like the side bangs or the straight across bangs. I don't know why. I just think that they're really cool. We have the 2008 Fashion Fever Barbie. All 3 of them are just called Fashion Fever Barbie. Like, none of them actually have like a name. But I got them all at different times. I got this one, I got these 2 at USA Thrift, I believe. And actually, no, I got these 2. So both of these at USA Thrift, and then I think I got this one at a flea market. And they are both all 3 of them are very cool looking. I got these in 2017 or 2018, and then I got her at the flea market in 2019, the fall. But yeah, they're really cool looking. I love them a lot. They are very, very beautiful, and I'm very excited to have them all. I love these Fashion Fever dolls, the older ones that have the, you know, articulated top. I wish that the other ones that I mentioned had been body swapped had these bodies on them, because they're very cool looking. I love the articulation, and they had really detailed outfits. I wish that they'd come in their outfits, but I love them still just the same. I just recently fixed this one, so she crawled in under the wire, and the doll next to her, you can't really see her because of the big dress, and she's kind of far away, but if I move it closer, then it won't really work very well. But it is 2008 Pizza Chef Barbie. She is very cool, and I love her very much. She is very, very cool. TV chef, sorry, not pizza chef, TV chef. But she is very cool. She came in her original outfit from USA Thrift in the summer of 2017. She is very cool. I love her tie-dyed outfit. She doesn't really look like a TV chef. She doesn't look like a chef. So it's not who I thought she was when I got her, but she is still very cool, and I'm excited to have her. She's wearing red, and even though my favorite color is more like ruby red, so like a darker jewel tone red, you know, I still love the color in general. Okay, you can't see her at all. There you go. Now you can see her. We have 2008 Holiday Barbie. She's the African American variant. I got her like 5 or 6 years ago at a garage sale. And in the garage sale, I also got like a bag of clothes or like a bin of clothes. And this was in there. And this doll was naked, but I put this dress on her, not knowing that it even was her dress. And it fit her perfectly, and she's been in it ever since. I've had her for quite a long time. So we used to go garage sailing a lot more than we do now. We used to go every single time that my grandma was here, and we'd go every weekend for as many days as it was open, all day. And then if we had time, we'd go to some thrift stores. Like, thrift stores weren't the, first thing we did. It was always garage sailing, and we also did that in Wisconsin. But now we just don't garage sale as much anymore. I don't know why. We haven't had very much good luck recently. But she is super beautiful. She's one of my absolute favorite dolls. I love her rooted eyelashes. And the next doll is gorgeous. I got her at the flea market in the fall. She is very beautiful. I love the detail on her tail, but it is the 2008 Splash and Style Mermaid Barbie. She is absolutely gorgeous. I love the hairstyle I did on her. You can't see her very well. I'm sorry. There we go. I love her face mold, and I love her makeup, and the detail on her tail is so beautiful. She is one of my favorite mermaid dolls. I love her detail. She's so, so, so pretty. And I'm going to move on to the next doll. The next doll is, okay, this doll took me forever to identify, and she was in one of my restoration videos. She has one of my elaborate hairstyles I've ever done, and she's 2008 Glitter Princess Barbie, and also the doll next to her is also Glitter Princess Barbie. It's a budget princess line that comes with like a little Kelly doll along with it, and I got these 2 at different times. I got this one at USA Thrift in 2017, and then I got this one at a thrift store. I think it was a Goodwill in the summer of 2018 or 2019. I think it was 2018. So I got them about a year apart, and they're both very, very cool looking, and they're both pretty different. I have one in like a like a rather punky outfit, and then the other one is in like a sweet sparkly dress. So that's kind of funny, but they are both very beautiful. I love that this doll has like the red lips and the light hair and then the purple eyes, and then this one's got really pretty light hair as well, and then the makeup matches her dress perfectly. I'm sort of a nerd about that if you guys didn't know already. But the next doll is 2008 Color Your World Pink Barbie, I believe. She comes with a bunch of pets, and she does not want to sit up, so she had to be propped up, but she is a... I had to boil wash her hair so many times for it to look pretty decent, but she's still one of my favorite dolls in my collection just because I spent a lot of time with her trying to get her to look decent. I have Tanner Barbie. These two are two of my oldest Barbies. I got them at a garage sale around the same time, and they were my first set of twins, and sorry this one's boobs are completely out, but she doesn't want to hide them, I guess. But sorry about the shadow, the light is pretty much directly from above here, but it is the 2008 Tanner Barbie. They are my first twin Barbies. I got them like, I don't know, quite a few years ago. I think maybe like 8 years ago, maybe 9. They're some of my oldest dolls, and they've stuck together this whole time. I almost got rid of this one, but I couldn't bring myself to get rid of them, and I still have them, and I'm so happy I didn't succumb and get rid of them. They're so beautiful. She has been body swapped, but it's okay. She is very cool looking. I always loved their makeup. She was the first doll of like that face mold I got. I thought that they were so cool because they had these lines, they had like this lip liner on, and they had this sparkly eyeshadow, and I just thought that they were super, super cool. And the next doll is 2008 Love Me 3 Taffy and Puppies Barbie version 1. So there's another version with like a different face mold from the same year, but this is the first version, and she is very cool. I got her in the summer of 2018 at a Goodwill, and she has really loose legs as well, and I need to find her a different pair of pants. They don't quite go very well, but she's in the outfit that I'm able to put her in. I'm running out of doll clothes. Like I've said in almost every video, I'm running out of doll clothes, so the dolls that, you know, I recently started dressing are sort of getting the short end of the stick, as it were. And yeah, she's definitely really cool. And the next doll, I love this doll's makeup so much. She is so pretty, and I love what I did with her hair. It is 2008 Love Me 3 Tricky Triplets Barbie. That's why her hands are like that. She's supposed to be holding puppies. But I gave her quite an elegant look. She's wearing a high-low sparkly purple skirt with this like strapless top. And she's got this really elegant hairstyle, and there is my cat. She has decided to make an appearance. But yes, I gave her this really pretty braid into like a side bun, and then I have like her flowers in her hair. But I put a lot of work into her, and I think that she is very, very beautiful. I got her at USA Thrift 2 years ago or so, and I think that she's one of my prettiest dolls. I'm very excited to have her. The next doll is 2008 Clean Up Pup Barbie, I believe. There are 2 versions, and for some reason she's missing a shoe. I don't really know why, but it's okay. I got her in the summer of 2018, and I love the hairstyle that I gave her. She's got a low ponytail with like a braid going across the crown of her head. She is super cool, and she's got this really bright outfit, but it matches her makeup really, really well. Yeah, I got her when I was starting to appreciate older dolls, and I was also starting to appreciate rather generic looking Barbies, so the blonde hair, blue-eyed, you know, variants of Barbies. So I got a lot of dolls that looked like this, and like, you know, the other dolls that I showed you in that time. And yeah, I got her, and I loved her makeup, and I think she's very cool. And I got this doll last year, I think in the summer, and she is so unfortunate. Her hair is really burned, but I love this doll so much. She is 2008 Style Salon Barbie. She is so cool. She is one of my favorite dolls, even though her hair is really badly burned, and I tried to braid her hair. Ooh, my camera just fell down. And I tried to braid her hair to sort of, you know, hide all the burnt spots, but it didn't quite hide it all the way, but that's okay. She's still so beautiful. I gave her this really fun, you know, galactic outfit with these bright boots, and she is so pretty, and I love her a lot. And then the next doll is 2008 Think Pink Gift Set Barbie. These dolls are really hard to identify as well. These right here, because they've got really generic faces and bodies and hair, and they don't really look any different from each other. But I finally was able to identify her, and I need to redo her hair because I really don't like what this hairstyle is doing for her. But I love the outfit that I have her in, so that's good. I got her in the summer of 2018 as well. And I also got this doll in the summer of 2018. She was 2008 Glamour Camper Barbie. And she is awesome. I love the outfit I have her in too. They're wearing the same pants, but she's got this really awesome fuzzy jacket and then this top. And she looks really rugged and cool, and I love her hair and her makeup. She's got neutral makeup, but it's like a earthy pink color, and I think that that's really, really pretty. And with her, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. This is going to be part 1. I'm about halfway through. So if you want to see the rest of the dolls, go ahead and stay tuned for part 2, and I will see you guys then. Bye!